First, search for My NCBI. And the first time you log in, click on the ERA Commons account button to link both your My NCBI account to the ERA Commons account. So enter your credentials to log in, sign in. Once you've done that, you can use also other ways to log in. There is a lot of number of institutions listed in the My NCBI website, and you can find your institution to log in with your institution credentials. So this is how My NCBI landing page look. You're gonna see on top My Bibliography and SciENcv. You might see a different view. It's the first time you come to this website. So these windows you can move around. And I like to have those on top because those are the ones that I use more frequently. If you have some administrative assistant managing your page, you can add them by clicking on your profile, account settings, scroll down, and on the delegate section, you can add delegates. And you can enter the email of the person who's going to help you to fill your SciENcv and other documents. Once you're ready, click save, and the person will receive an email notification with the notification that has been added as a delegate to your account. So the way you link the ORCID to your NCBI account is from this account settings page. On the link account, you can add account and find ORCID. Click on ORCID. As you can see now, ORCID is one of the linked accounts to My NCBI. So you can go back to the dashboard. So one way to add information to the SciENcv is by using My Bibliography. You can click on Manage My Bibliography. And notice that my NCBI account is linked to the ERA Commons, so I can see the compliance status of my publications or the publications that I have co-authored. There are 3 ways to add citations in My Bibliography. First, from PubMed, from a file, or manual citations. You can add citation from PubMed. You want out to search. And select the ones that you want to add to My Bibliography and click Add to My Bibliography. So another way to add citation is manually. And you can add citations that does not appear in PubMed, like book chapters, meeting abstract representation, that patents, etc. And you can add that information manually. Do not add citations that are in PubMed. Do not add those citations manually because they create duplicates, and then you won't see the NIH public access compliance status for those. So once you're ready, you click on Add Citation. The third form of adding citations to My Bibliography is from File. For example, let's say that you have citations that are not indexed in PubMed, but in journals that are indexed in other databases, Web of Science. By author. And you can export those. So you can select the ones that are relevant or use all of them. And when you're ready, you can export those as RIS file. You can set all records on page, or record from 1 to 61, all the records, author, title, source, export. So once you are in My Bibliography, you click from File, and you will see that file there, and then you open and import those. Once you have My Bibliography ready, you can start working on your biosketch. So in this case, you go to SciENcv, you click on Manage SciENcv, and this is your profile. You can add information, you can edit and add information that is necessary. Notice that my SciENcv is linked to ORCID. When you're ready, click on Save. The way you add new documents is by clicking in this button, New Document. You add the document name, document type. If you want to create the biosketch, you select the NIH biosketch common form, use the latest form. You can start from its external source, either ERA Commons or ORCID, if you have information to ingest from those sources. You can start with an existing document. So let's say you have a previous SciENcv and you would like to work with that one, and you select that one. Or you can start with a blank document. So for this demonstration, I'm going to use one that is already created. Notice that each section has an explanation of what is required for each section. Starting from the identifying information, organization, and location, you can click on it. You can fill that information. Section A, professional preparation. You can add degrees or training, your organization, the place, the location, and the degree. See how many degrees you will see there. If you select training, those options will change. Select the one that is applicable, and once you're ready, you click on Save. Or if you would like to add another one, you click on Save and add another entry. Appointments and position, same. You can select that the appointment that you add is your primary appointment, or add other appointments. Products. You can select up to 5 products that are related to the project. From here, notice that you can add products from My Bibliography or from ORCID. You can select those here. Once you're ready, you can click Continue. And the other significant products that are gonna support your contributions to science. The way you add products is by adding those with this button. Select the products that are relevant. You have up to 5 products, either from My Bibliography or ORCID. When you're ready, hit Continue. And then you continue to the biographical sketch supplement. You can edit or add the personal statement. You can add honors. Either add more or save when you're ready and continue to the next section. You can add contribution to science, up to 5 contributions to science. So you can say add another contribution to science, and it's going to appear here at the bottom. And you can use your references in the other products to support those contributions to science. Once you're ready, you hit the download PDF. If this button is gray, you won't be able to download the PDF, and it means that you have incomplete information in one of those sections. So you have to go back and check what's missing. Once this button is blue, it means that everything is completed, and then you can download. You will see this window, and then you have to certify the document. Once the document is ready, it's going to appear. with the latest format required by the NIH. In case of current and pending other support, click on New Document. You give a new document name. Notice if I try to add this character, it's not allowed. NIH current pending other support is a document type. I can use an existing SciENcv document to show. Let's do this one. And click on Create. This is identifying information that is coming from the SciENcv. So if anything is missing or if it changes, you can change it. Proposal active projects. You can add proposals and active projects here. Objectives, statements. So once you're ready, you can save or add more. And in-kind contributions. So you just fill the form. You set if it's current and pending. Okay. And add more or save and continue. Certification, again, if this button is gray, you won't be able to download and certify the document. It has to be blue, meaning that everything that is required is completed. So just click certify. And you will have your current and pending other support information.